Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a little bit of a shorter video and I am doing some organization, some decluttering, and some cleaning out of our sinks, underneath of our sinks. So the underneath of our master bathroom sinks and then the underneath of the girls' bathroom sinks. The girls' bathroom sinks is a mess because they go under there, they get nail polish and their fake makeup, and it's just all over the place. And then ours is messy. We have this one under Chris's sink that has like all of our bulk stuff, like shampoos and soaps and toothpaste and everything. And then mine has like jewelry that needs to be gone through and hair stuff. So I'm also gonna be going through the drawers as well. So that's what we're doing today. I hope that you guys enjoy this and let's get into it. So this is the underneath of my sink and this is all of my stuff. So the first thing that I do anytime I'm organizing or decluttering is just to take everything out. That way I can see what I have, I can get rid of things, and then I can place everything back in a more orderly fashion. Also, while I'm taking everything out of underneath the sink or whatever area I'm decluttering, I decide right then and there when I pick up the item if I'm going to donate it, if it's going to go in the trash, or if it needs to go in a different spot or in a different room. And I just make piles all around me. And there's also sometimes a pile of like a question, like I don't know if I want to get rid of it, I don't know if it's trash. And then that way I can see what I have and what else needs to go back underneath the sink, and that helps me with my organization. Okay, so for my jewelry, I'm actually not a big jewelry wearer. I wear earrings, mostly bracelets. I hardly ever wear. Sometimes I wear necklaces. All of my necklaces are hung up in my closet. And so this is just bracelets and earrings and rings. And I decided to go through this and make a pile of things that I maybe want to give to somebody else, like my sister-in-law or my mom, or just Goodwill if it was like cheap jewelry. And then I organized the things that I wanted to keep, and I decided that I didn't need this whole entire jewelry box. I've had this jewelry box since I was little, so I'm probably gonna keep it for Jane or Piper, but for now I'm just gonna put it away in my closet. That way it's not taking up a whole bunch of room underneath the sink. If you can't tell, I am trying to make decisions right then and there of where I want to put things, and sometimes it takes a few tries to figure out what goes best where and functionality, like if all my rings need to be together or if they can all be on a separate plate or whatever. It just depends on what I think would be easier and what I think I'd be able to keep up with. So when you're organizing, you just want to think, what do I do in my day-to-day life? Is this something that I reach for daily, and how is it going to be easiest for me to get to without making a mess or without making it unorganized every single time I open up this cabinet, and what I can get to easily. So that's basically what I was thinking and trying to figure out, and you guys just kind of saw the process there of me going back and forth and moving things back and forth. Now I am just wiping down the inside of this before I put things back in. So I had the big box of tampons and pads and things in that box. I decided to keep them in that box. The flower bag is all of Jane and Piper's hair and makeup stuff for dance, so I just keep it under my sink so they don't get into it. Then that's my travel case that I just keep pretty much packed with like travel size things. I have my microdermabrasion kit thing. I have some Epsom salts and my rollers, and then I only have a blow dryer, 2 curling irons, and a straightener. And then I put my makeup back in there, and I'm cleaning out just this one tray of the jewelry box, and I decided to keep just that one tray and put all the bracelets in that one tray instead of in the compartmentalized one, and putting that underneath the sink. Since I don't dust under here every single week when I do my dusting, I decided to wipe down all of these jewelry holders. They don't get too dusty since they're in a closed cabinet, but they were pretty dusty, so I'm just cleaning them off before putting the jewelry back on. And here is the finished product of underneath my sink. It is much more organized and much more accessible to all the things in there, and easier for me to keep up with. And here is a quick look at some of my trash pile and my giveaway pile, and I'm going to deal with that whenever I'm done with all of these drawers as well. This is my first drawer, my top drawer. This has all of my face washes. I only use one regimen right now, but I wanted to organize in here, figure out what I wanted to keep, and some of these things belonged in a different drawer. So I took everything out, made sure everything was still good and not expired, and then I wiped down the inside and then put everything back in. This second drawer holds all of my perfume, my deodorant, and all of my face masks. For some reason, I have a ton of face masks. I think I've just collected them over the months and the years, and I don't necessarily use them very often. So I am always reminded when I open this up. Usually I open it up obviously once a day to put my deodorant on and my perfume, but I don't open it all the way to remind myself that I have all those face masks. So I definitely need to use them. That third drawer that I opened really fast has my self tanner in it, and one of my self tanners was in a different drawer, so I just threw those in there. And then this last drawer has all of my hairspray, leave-in conditioner, dry shampoo, serums for my hair, things like that. And I wanted to go through this because for some reason I had a ton of stuff and some of the stuff was in a wrong drawer. So here again is a look of all the things that were not in the right spot or things that I want to throw away or get rid of. And now we are over to the other side of my sink. This is my toothbrush area where I have my toothbrush, floss, hydrogen peroxide, toothpaste, all of that. Then this drawer I really needed to go through because it's holding all of my lotions and creams and things that I don't use as often, and I needed to throw away a lot of it because it was expired. I really need to not hoard these things and give them to other people because I don't use these kind of things very often. I'm not like a lotion kind of person, but there are some good things in here that I mainly got from like FabFitFun and stuff like that, and I just never used the things that were in it. That was a little love note that Chris wrote me a long time ago on a napkin, and I always keep it in this drawer, so I read it really quick before I put it back. But anyways, I am putting some stuff out, throwing some stuff away, and then leaving some stuff out to give to my mom or my sister-in-law or somebody that could use it, a friend or whatever. Then I had a hair tie drawer and then my nail polish drawer, and those were good to go. Now this is underneath Chris's sink. He doesn't have like blow dryers and all of that, so his sink we use for all of our bulk things. Like I said, we have like Q-tips that we get from Sam's Club that last us for like a year. We have Listerine in here, extra toothbrushes, extra shampoo, extra dry shampoo, extra body wash, extra soap. You guys get the idea. And it can get kind of messy in here when we just reach in to grab something. So I wanted to make it a little more easily accessible for us for when we do reach in there and grab something, that we're not just making it messy and not being able to see what we have in there. So my main thing is to just take everything out of its box. So we had, when you go bulk shopping at Sam's Club or Costco or wherever, they put things in big boxes obviously, and usually I just threw them under there, but instead I'm taking everything out, all the soaps out, all the Q-tips out. That way we could just grab one thing and I'm not trying to reach in a box or a bag and trying to get things out. I hope that makes sense. And there is the finished product. Our trash can goes in that empty spot. Next, we're going to the girls' room. This wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it definitely needed to be organized because the girls, for some reason, all of a sudden like to go underneath their sink and grab stuff and play. So I wanted to make it a little more organized so that they know where to put things back when the time comes. We do keep toilet paper under all of the sinks, except for Chris and I's. We leave that in our walk-in closet. We have a whole thing of toothbrushes from Amazon. That's a whole bag of toothbrushes that I got one time when the kids were sick, and I just left it under there. That way, whenever they're sick again or their toothbrushes get old, we can just grab those, and it was really, really cheap for like, I think it was like 50 toothbrushes. So this is underneath the girls' sinks. This is just a whole bunch of bags, to be honest, that I gave the girls and they like to use and put things in. So I emptied out all the little bags for them. The green one is an old travel bag that I used to have but we haven't used yet. The pink one was their travel bag, but they use a little more stuff now, so the green one will be better, but we want to keep the pink one. And then the other ones, like I said, they just use when they're playing like pretend or house or whatever. And then this section is all of their lip gloss and chapstick. They have so many and they hardly ever use it, but when they do use it, they come in here and put them in the little bags, like I said, and carry them around. But they definitely have a big collection, so I was just organizing those, getting them in the right little spots. And then the pink box that's up ahead is all of their nail polish, and they have a ton of nail polish as well. The only other thing that was under there was a little spray bottle of water that we use when we're doing the girls' hair for dance. And then in the other cabinet that I didn't specify was a little like fake makeup thing that the girls use, so I left that under there as well. really, I just wanted to organize this so that the girls knew where everything was and that they knew where to put things back when they were playing in here. But that is it for underneath their sink, and that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I feel much better knowing that all of the underneaths of both of our sinks are clean and organized. Jackson has nothing under his sink, so we did not have to do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye.